Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, I want to talk about the Disney treasure. I've become obsessed with this. I've been on one cruise my whole life a year ago, and it was a Disney cruise on the Disney Dream. At that time, people were poo pooing the Disney Wish, and I fell into that category just from what I read. A lot of people saying they didn't like it. But as I looked into it, before I get there, so I went on the Dream, had an awesome time. Castaway Key was amazing. Had a wonderful time. The entertainment was top notch. But one thing was really bad. It was the food. It was horrendous in the main dining rooms. No flavor, nothing. I have a video of my experience and my review and the whole thing. I recorded it. You should check it out. But so I didn't really think about cruising. And then all this info started coming up. The Wish came out. People started poo pooing it. But then I kind of liked what I saw. And then the treasure they announced, all this stuff. And as I'm reading into it and I've been researching, I've been engrossed in it. Now I want to experience it. So, anyways, I want to make this video going over the real details of the ship and the things that I'm excited about. And some things probably you haven't seen if you haven't really looked into it. There's stuff that I just saw pictures of. A lot of concept art, a lot of real art, a lot of things that they're making. But the concept art of the Disney Cruise Line, for example, the Disney Wish, the concept art is very faithful to what they actually did. So we're going to look at the details of the concept art and pick it apart, you know? For example, this is the concept art of the Wish, the atrium, and here's how it really looks. I mean, that's pretty good, right? In the ceiling, you can see they added some texture to it, but I mean, it's pretty faithful, you know? So the concept art that they released on the treasure is going to have a lot of the details of, and it's going to really look how it'll look in real life. So let's go over something that I want to say about the rooms. I'm going to tell you there has been a list released of the themes of each level of the rooms, all the themes, and that's something I'm really into. Here, let me see. Here it is. This I'm gonna link in the description, but let me go over the themes of the rooms first. So deck 2 up to deck 7, I believe. We'll go through it, but here's the room numbers. It's Aladdin and Pocahontas. Just like the Wish. This is a sister ship of the Wish, so the way the rooms are laid out is going to be the exact same. So you're either going to get Pocahontas or Aladdin from deck 2. Let's see, we got deck 6, 7, still Aladdin and Pocahontas, up until deck 8. So up to deck 7 is Aladdin and Pocahontas. Now, let's look at the details of these rooms. I'm going to start with, let's start with Aladdin, the Aladdin room. And I think it's beautiful. Look at this. So let's delve into this. What do we notice here? I'm going to start with this right here, the treasure. What do you call it? A bed skirt, bed runner. Beautiful, beautiful colors. Says a treasure on there. The pillows, pretty much exactly the same as the Wish. What I'm really interested in is the art, and that's the main difference of the themed rooms, right? So if you look at this in the foreground of the art, this is something new they added over the Wish. There's a foreground to these pictures and then the actual art in the background. That's pretty cool, and I think this, judging how it looks in the light, reflecting on the light, this is all golden and glistening. So this concept art is showing you that when the light's not hitting the areas it's not hitting, it's dark, right? Just like a glitter, kind of. And then the parts where the light is hitting glistens. So I think Yeah, you can see Abu right here. So his outline is the shiny part. So when the light hits the shiny parts, it'll glisten like glitter. Um, the Disney Wish has that a little bit in its art, but this is gonna have a lot more of that, which is pretty cool. Here also, I like Aladdin and Jasmine is there, Agrabah, the moon. I think is there a nod to genie anywhere here? I don't see. Maybe in the moon, But I mean, I love it. You got the hidden Mickey and the lamp. You can see a little of the carpet here, but there's actually a better picture of the art that's on here. Here we go. This. Look at this. So you can see it is art of Agrabah. So this is also Agrabah. Interesting. Okay. And you got the bed that folds down from the top. On the top, you have a genie, and it says, uh, you know what? Oh, what is that? Oh gosh. Okay, whatever. It says phenomenal, phenomenal cosmic power. Phenomenal cosmic power. Carpet. It's in the dark here, but it's the blue. Same theme as the whole ship. Couch. I mean, I love it. It's beautiful. I think these rooms are stunning, including the Wish. All right. So that's the Aladdin themed room. Now, Pocahontas. So I've been going over the art of Pocahontas, backgrounds and things, and here's my ideas. And I think you're gonna see iconic places in the rooms that is famous. I mean, in the from the art in the theme. So it's going to be something like this. The art of the Pocahontas rooms. I think Pocahontas is one of the most beautiful Disney animated films. It's gonna be. I mean, look at this. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be something akin to this. I mean, this is a possibility, but there's more. So something like this. The other thing I was looking at is art like this. I mean, look at that. I think because all these rooms are going to have a foreground and a background, like the foreground and then the background. So the foreground is going to be, I think, Pocahontas, like her silhouette. And then it'll be like the background of a place in from the movie. Something to the effect of it would make sense to have like a water, lake, trees. It'll lend itself really nicely to cruising, So I think Pocahontas art is going to be something along these lines. Um, Let me see. Yeah, okay. Let's continue on from. Oh, that's a preview of what's coming. Okay, so after Aladdin and Pocahontas, I'm gonna go to Encanto and up. So from deck 8, Encanto and up is gonna go all the way to deck. Here we go. 8 and 9. This is just like the Wish, the way they set it up. So Encanto and up is the rooms. So if you go to deck, what did I say, 8 and 9, it'll be Encanto and up. So I was looking at art of Encanto and art, and I think Encanto it has to be this. It's got to be some form of this. I mean, it's beautiful. But what would be the foreground? Again, I think the characters, like you'll have the silhouette of the characters here and in the corner here. That girl that listens with her ear, Oh, the candle that flickers, you know, maybe that in the foreground. But I think this will be some form of this. It will be the art in these themed rooms. And then for up, I mean, it's gotta be this. It's gotta be a form of this. So the headboard art, I'm telling you, it's gonna be in some shape or form of the house with the balloons. And the sky, yeah, the sky. Could be the sky. So that would be my idea of that. Okay, and then we go up from Encanto and up, and then here's where the money's at. I think so. Pocahontas would be my first option from what I'm thinking it'll look like. I think that would be the most beautiful. But the other thing, so you got Deck 10, Finding Nemo, and Luca. Luca is such a great movie, by the way. Deck 10, Deck 11 should be also that. Yeah, Finding Nemo and Luca. Deck 10 and 11. So if you could do those two decks, you'll get either Finding Nemo or Luca. So you already kind of saw. Look at this. This will be your Luca art. Actually, here I have it. No, this cool. The other one is better quality. I mean, that's beautiful. The water, the characters. What would be the foreground? Maybe his family or him as a mermaid, you know, when they're in the water, something like that. But this will probably be the vibe of the art, the idea of what it'll look like if you're in a Luca room. Here I have another, you know, something along these lines. Let's see. I think that was no. There was one other thing from Luca that it could be. Oh yeah, the town. This would also make sense. Something like this. You know, this will lend itself. You know, this gives me the vibe of the Moana room right now. It's got the water with the mountain and all that. So something like this. This will probably be the art in the headboard. So Finding Nemo. Actually, Finding Nemo, they revealed already. Here is the block. No, it should be where the. Oh yeah, the Haunted Mansion bar. My goodness. I'm just scrolling past these real quick because I just want to show you first. Okay, here we go. The staterooms. And they already showed us in here what the Finding Nemo room looks like, actually. I didn't actually see this before. I never noticed it, but here it is. It's concierge, by the way. Well, no, this specifically is a concierge room, but I think Finding Nemo could be a regular room too. I gotta double check on that list, but you can see that our Dory's here. So on the other side will probably be Nemo to the right, and then the underwater. So it's an underwater image. I really do like the colors here. You see the floor is like the coral colors, darker hue. The chair, the couch, and then this. Let me take a deeper look at this art here. That's two seashells underwater. Yeah, very nice, very nice. But I'll tell you what, just looking at this art right here, I still would prefer Luca or probably Pocahontas, even Aladdin actually. But yeah, that's nice. And while we're here, let's take a look at the other rooms actually. Let's go back to the gallery. There we go. Okay. Tomorrow Tower suite that is inspired by Epcot. And I agree with a lot of people that I don't see too much of Epcot in here, but subtle touches. Like this silver thing here. Looks nice, but you know what this gives me a vibe of? This gives me a vibe of Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser with this bunk bed. And then this room, very interesting colors here. It is nice. I mean, I won't doubt it's nice. These don't look comfortable, but I'll tell you what. Why is it in the concierge, the higher end rooms, get these like themed like colors and bed runners? Actually, the other ones do too, but I mean, I'm thinking of Disney World hotels. They don't have these anymore. They used to. And decorative pillows. They need to bring that back in all the Disney resorts. This living space. I mean, I'm never gonna stay or be able to afford to even stay in something like this. Dang it. Yeah. The royal, two-story royal suite veranda. I really like the color of these chairs. So this is inspired by Jungle Book, I believe. Yeah. Wow, look at these. These are nice. It's actually, I kind of think of Aladdin Jasmine type deal here too. You know? Yeah, I do like that color. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. That is nice. Beautiful. The lighting. This definitely Aladdin vibes here in the in their castle, in their Agrabah. Oh my goodness! Look at this. Look at these colors. Wow, the floor, the white tile. I mean that view. These colors right here. Unbelievable. Okay, here's the room. Beautiful. That's really nice. Like the carpet. Subtle. I like that subtle theming to it, you know? This is, oh yeah, this is Jungle Book right there. Look at this. I do like the other blue color of the shower. You know what's great about this? Look at the ceiling. Sparkly lights. I mean, that's gonna be amazing. You turn off the lights at night and maybe just have that on. Wow, like stars, you know? That's an interesting couch right there. Okay, one-story royal suite with veranda. Yeah, very nice. You know, but on a cruise, if I had a room like this, like I wouldn't leave it. It would be like I would waste my cruise. Yeah, look at this. That is beautiful. Yeah, this art right here, Jungle Book. Yeah, that is nice. Man, they really don't know what to do with the colors, you know? Beautiful. Oh, this. Okay, so here's the Lion King. So the Lion King, if you go back here, Lion King, you're looking at deck, starting on deck 12. And that is concierge, deck 12 and up. Okay, so Lion King. Let's go to the photo that I have here. Here we go. That is beautiful. Again, you notice the art is key art. It is the main part of the movie. So they're all going to be like that, you know? The foreground that's glistening is the animals looking into the savannah. I really like that. Pride Lands, beautiful. Okay. See, the runner doesn't say anything on it. Carpet matches. Yep, definitely. It's like an Animal Kingdom lodge light, you know. And then here, that is, I could see Pride Rock right there. So it's like a map of. Okay, so these are going to be maps. These are all going to be maps in every themed room. This is a map of the places in the Lion King movie. The Aladdin one was Agrabah, so Pocahontas makes sense. I mean, there's a boat traveling and all that, so they could have a map of where they go. Luca of the island. Yeah. Very nice. Interesting pillows there. Yeah, this is so beautiful. Yeah, so that's the rooms. Okay. Let's go to the other thing I'm really excited. Oh, well, Haunted Mansion, of course. Moana. So this is another reason I think this ship is going to be the best. The entertainment has the best of all the ships plus Moana, which sounds stunning. Let's start with this. Look at this. My goodness. So there's a few things I notice here. If you look on the floor here, it's showing the ocean waves going. That's projection map. So that's going to be a lot of the shows right now. The cruise have this type of technology where they projection map using projectors onto the floor. So this is going to show the ocean. The water is going to be moving. It'll look beautiful. This is her singing that main song, probably. How Far I'll Go. And if you look in the audience is blue. I don't think it's just from the stage light. I think they're shining sparkly lights onto the audience like they're the ocean, you know. That'll be really cool. And of course, the big thing here is this grandmother. I know that's her grandmother in a form of I forgot what the animal's called, but the creature. But they said it's going to be coming out to the audience. That's amazing. And then if you look, there's sparkles all over. So this will probably be shimmering lights and maybe projection map all around in the the venue. It's going to be beautiful. This is going to be stunning. The other shot they have is this. And there's something that I got really excited about seeing this. Not only here, you see she's a puppet. So this is little Moana, and she is an actual puppet that this lady is controlling. And then she's got the heart of Tahiti, I think it's called, in her hand. But what really gets me excited is these tiki torches. If you know me, I'm a huge fan of the Polynesian at Disney World, and I love the tiki torches, walking by them at night and their glow and everything. So seeing these all here, I guarantee you, just like in the Beauty and the Beast show that I saw in the dream, they had like projection map flame lanterns that comes out into the audience on the walls that they project. So I think all around is going to be projected around you these tiki like torches, and I think that's going to be beautiful. And you can see the layers of the scenery here. So it's going to be like a 3D thing, and you see the stars in the background. There's going to be a huge emphasis of being on the ocean, seeing the stars, tiki torches. I mean, this will probably beat the Beauty and the Beast show, because I think that's the creme de la creme of Disney Cruise Line Broadway shows. I think this will beat it. Although I do love the music of Beauty and the Beast, I think the whole Polynesian vibe, being out on the ocean, is just going to be stunning. So, I mean, I can't wait for this. All right, let's continue. Oh, let's read a little bit about the show. Um, Warrior Face. So it's saying here that one of the songs they'll be performing is Warrior Face for the first time on stage. And I actually found the song. Lin-Manuel Miranda. Um, it's an outtake, so I don't think they fully developed this song for the movie, but it's going to be part of the Broadway show. So I'm going to play a little bit of it.
We've got a job to do, we need to survive. So you're afraid? Good, that means you're alive. No matter what we face, we run the show. Better. Now make a face that puts the bad guys in their place.
Anyways, so yeah, there's a little preview of the song. All right. Should we go to the Haunted Mansion thing yet? Not yet. Let me just see a little more about the show. Towering puppets. So it's going to be huge puppets. It says here. This is what really got me. The massive fiery Teika will be a puppet of a scale Disney Cruise Line has never before produced. When Moana meets Teika and restores the heart of Te Fiti, the giant Teika puppet will shed its fiery shell and become the gentle island goddess Te Fiti herself. This is going to be stunning. It's going to be so beautiful. Okay, so there's the show. Okay, we tease this long enough. I am really excited about this. The Haunted Mansion um, bar. It's going to be called the Haunted Mansion Parlor. Let me. Oh yeah, and all the. This I recently saw. The all the items. You know. Um, let's see here. Okay, it froze on me. Let me refresh it. There we go. Oh yeah, Haunted Mansion. Chandelier is beautiful. Image changes. The Donald Duck seat. Hold on, let me pause it here. So stuff is gonna be coming up. Excuse me. In the mirror, the ghosts. Probably ballroom dancing. That would be nice too. Yeah, it's gonna be lightning. Yeah, that's gonna be beautiful. Oh, and this video from Mouse Steps, it has, look at the merch. You got the t-shirt, drink and snack, Haunted Mansion, your post-life away. Haunted Mansion Parlor, very nice. This is a treasure box. This is the clock. I think so far I like the clock the best. Actually, this mug is pretty cool too. Is it giving a nod to 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea? Maybe. Oh, the mirror. Yeah, the mirror is a thing too. I don't know. Probably depends on what's left, you know? Who knows if this stuff will sell out and how much it'll be. But very nice. It's like a tiki mug, but it's not. So, you know what? I bet you this creature is the parlor. It's something that comes up in the mirror at the parlor, or takes over, or just does something in there. You know, it's probably a creature for that. That's probably what's going on. All right, so that's that. Oh, one thing I wanted to say about the rooms. Deck 10 is a preferable deck on these ships, on the Wish, and it'll be a preferable deck here. But I think it's not. I think it's not a preferable deck, and I'll tell you why. Let me go to here. Not a lot of people have been talking about this, and I don't know why. I guess it doesn't bother them, but this bothers me. So, if you look on the Wish and all these sister ships, including the Treasure, let me pull up the picture here. Okay, deck 10 is this one right here, right below this ledge that everything is on. So deck 10 here has a roof. You see? The other decks don't. This one has an extended roof above it. Now, if you read people's reviews about being on deck 10, they like it because it covers the sun from coming into their eyes. And if it rains, they won't get wet because it's extended. But I don't like that, and I'll tell you why. Because the room, I think, is darker because there's less sunlight hitting your deck and in turn coming in. And also, half of your view, maybe 1/3 of your view is blocked. Like the sky is very hard to see. And I don't want any obstruction in my view. And I'll show you on this video. You can see it clearly here. This is the Wish. Look up here. Look at all this, that you would see the whole sky. So this is the sky right here, right? Well, only this much of the sky is viewable from here. This is all the the roof. Look at this. You really, I don't know why people prefer this, because I do not like this at all. Look at this. No, 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 no. I want to see, especially at night, I want to see the stars. I want a clear view of the sky. So I just wanted to say I don't think I'll ever pick deck 10 on these ships, you know. Anyways, that was my thing about that. Let me see, was there anything else I want? Oh yeah, look at this. This vibe is just gonna be amazing in here. The drinks. Okay, this is a non-alcoholic drink with ube, I think they call it ube, and milk. It's sweet and very interesting. I'm glad they have non-alcoholic stuff that looks really interesting. I don't know what that could be. That eyeball, maybe lychee. Is that what you call it? Something like that. Here's another drink. Lime salt foam and agave blanco, orange sec. Very nice. Lemon, lime juice, water, sea salts, sucrose esters. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is ube, sweetened condensed milk. That's what this is. Oh, this one. This will be popular too. I want all of them. And I don't even drink alcohol, but I'll still drink it. Tequila, noir liqueur, orange syrup, cherry syrup, lime juice. That's their signature beverage. Very nice. All right. Yeah, that's going to be tough to get in the beginning. Okay. Oh, yes. Uh, let's close these out. Okay, this is something else I wanted to point out. Okay, this is something else I wanted to point out. Plaza de Coco. So you see here, this is deck 5. This is right now where the Arendelle Frozen dinner show is. This is something I'm really. Oh, Coco's so good. This is going to be really good with all the lanterns and stuff, but I wanted to focus on this. So this is the restaurant, and there's a long hallway just like Arendelle here. And I'm telling you, it's going to be themed to those beautiful, like orange, all those flowers in the Coco movie, lanterns, like the whole thing. It's going to be such a beautiful hallway when you walk through. Right now, Arendelle's is themed to the T. It's got all that art from the movies, and it looks like you're in the movie. You know, I can't imagine like the Coco hallway on this long hallway is going to be themed so nice. But yeah, let's take a look at the pictures. This is something else I'm really excited about. You got the lanterns here. Miguel singing live. Greenery up there. That's really nice. And then here's another one. There's the dancing. And I remember they said it's going to, one night it'll be like when he's singing, and one night where the dead come, you know, his family in skeleton form. That's going to be really cool. Um, okay, let's quickly go through the other highlights. By the way, the shows I was saying about the shows, Moana, Beauty and the Beast is also gonna be on there. Moana and Beauty and the Beast, it's gonna be the top two, and then this also, I forgot what this Seize the Adventure, right? So this is also gonna be, and I heard that's better than the Golden Mickey's. I've only seen the Golden Mickey's, which I love, but I heard Seize the Adventure is better than that. So it's gonna have the top 3 shows on sea just on this ship. This place, look at this, stunning. Look at the colors here. I mean, this is beautiful. I mean, just not even, I'm not into like trivia and all that stuff, but I would go into this space just to experience the decor and the colors they picked here. The fabric here on the wall, the seats, the sunset colors here. I mean, this is beautiful. Also up here, it's the sky. Look at that. It's not, I don't think it's the actual sky. Is it a painting or a digital projection or something? Maybe it interacts with the screen here. That's so beautiful. I love these details. Um, oh, the other thing I was going to say that they haven't revealed yet. So, right now on the Wish, one of the bars is Nightingales, which is the theme from the main thing of the ship, which is Cinderella. The main theme of the ship is Cinderella. And this bar is themed to Cinderella Nightingales, the bubbles from that scene. Sing, sweet nightingale, right? So I think which they haven't revealed yet, um, it'll be themed to Aladdin because that's the main theme of the Disney Treasure. And I think it'll be a genie themed bar maybe a lamp, genie lamp, something to that effect. And it'll make sense. They would have a drink that comes out of a lamp, you know? So I'm thinking that's what's going on here. Let me see if I have another. Okay, let's look at the details of. Actually, let's look at the details of the Jungle Cruise themed bar. This is going to be where the bayou is right now. It's called the bayou, right? Yeah, on the Wish. I love the little branches on top here. The Jungle Cruise theming is beautiful, subtle, beautiful, comfortable. The carpeting, very nice. I don't know why this lady's serving beignets, but hey, I don't know. I wanted to draw attention to these lamps, and I know I have a picture that's actually a better view of those lamps. Look at these. You notice about these lamps? They're those hats that do skippers wear hats? The skippers don't, but it's from the Jungle Cruise movie has people wearing hats like this in that time, in that time, in that era. That is such a cool touch. And the other thing is, they said there were going to be music from the Jungle Cruise, and in fact, the Jungle Cruise background music in line is some of the best music ever. It's got that I want to say 1920s classic music. There's Casablanca music there. You must remember this. This little kiss. That. Look at this lantern here. Yeah, that's gonna be. I mean, I gotta turn into an alcoholic over here, and I don't drink, on this ship. Okay, look at this. That is gonna be beautiful. This is in the main atrium. Carpet is very nice, but I mean, look at the details here. That's Raja. That's carpet, and actually that's etched into carpet originally too. You got lights going on the sides. Look at that color of blue on the carpet here. I love it. It's beautiful. Let's look more at the main lobby here. Look at that. I want to see how the chandelier glistens. You can't really tell from this concept art, but I'm sure it's going to be beautiful. And then this, I have a feeling this is going to, they're going to, for resemblance of the nighttime sky, these will probably like pulsate like stars. Look at these beautiful drapes, the colors here. And I mean, it's definitely a darker tone than the Disney Wish, but it's good to have contrast and adventure. I want to, look at the carpet here. That's the little flying thing that goes into the eyes of the cave that becomes a cave in the sand. Got an elephant here. I really like the colors here. And then these columns. This reminds me of the architecture of in Epcot. What is that? Morocco? Kind of that type of architecture. Here's the lamp, by the way. I'm sure there'll be an interactive element to that. The lights going all along the side of the staircase. This lamp here. I'm just looking at the details here and some greenery, all this greenery. I really like that. And then this other view. Look at that. So this is the stage. Probably have Aladdin and Jasmine here as you walk into the ship, greeting you, just like Cinderella and Prince Charming in Wish. Yeah, this is beautiful. Okay, let me see if there's anything else that really excites me that I wanted to talk about. I mean, this other pub that they have themed to 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I mean, that's so cool. That is really cool. Much cooler than what it is right now on the Wish, which is not themed to an IP, which I don't mind, but I prefer. I mean, 20,000 Leagues, a classic IP like that. Um, oh, on the ship, the back of the ship. I mean, come on, Peter Pan. I think that's the greatest Disney animated film, property, IP ever. It's so cozy, and I just love it. But you know, you got Peter Pan here, Disney Treasure, Nassau, Captain Hook. This is so perfect. I just wish like one of the themed rooms would have been Peter Pan, but maybe they'll have that on the next ship, the Adventure. But yeah, that's so great. Um, the other thing I saw was actually before I show you that. So if you look on the side here, he says the treasure. In the front here is actually going to be Captain Minnie. It's gonna be this Captain Minnie, which is pretty cool. Mickey and Minnie there. Pluto, Goofy, Donald, Daisy. I think that's Minnie down there too. But so that's gonna be on the front. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the details and what's what. And oh, one last thing, the itinerary right now. Let's look at the itinerary here. I did some research on the itineraries, and it's all about the ship, you know, especially in the beginning. But also, I mean, you're spending a lot of money for this, um, for the treasure. So you want to pick the right cruise to go on. They're all 7 nights. Forget the maiden voyage. Nobody paid $10,000 for starting in the in room, you know, inside room. Okay, so the choices are between Eastern, Caribbean, and Western. I did the research. I haven't been to either, but people say the Eastern is more beautiful than the Western. So so cross that off your list. And the other thing that actually is a benefit, especially for a new ship that you just want to really enjoy and you're paying to experience the ship, is less stops and more sea days. This has more stops. So that's also a negative against it. Also, I heard Jamaica is like dangerous. I don't know. Not dangerous, but I mean, a lot of people don't get off here because they're want to feel safer and enjoy the ship too. But I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I read that it's very sketchy to get out here. So we can cancel that. So it's between, they're both Eastern Caribbean. So it's these two: Tortola, British Virgin Islands; San Juan, Puerto Rico; Disney Castaway Cay. One thing I don't like is the fact that this doesn't go to the new island. But I understand in the beginning they want to get people on the older ships, so the older ships go to the new island. Hopefully they'll come out with an itinerary that it goes to both Castaway Cay and the new island. Anyways, so it's that or versus Tortola, British Virgin Islands, which is the same, St. Thomas instead of Puerto Rico, and then Disney Castaway Cay. My research, this is more beautiful than this. San Juan, I heard Puerto Rico has more adventurous um, excursions than St. Thomas. I'm not one to do excursions. I want that all inclusive. I don't want to pay extra, especially something this expensive. And I'm not adventurous either. So, and I think this U.S. Virgin Islands is more beautiful. Although I've seen really beautiful stuff from here too. But anyways, my pick, definitely cross this off. It'll be between these two. And for me, it would be this one. But let's take a look at the prices as of right now. They're all Saturday to Saturday, 7-night sailings. Forget about inside, forget about ocean view. Veranda is what you want to do. I learned that just cruising on the Dream. You need a veranda. It changes the whole trip. You don't want an inside room, no windows, everything's dark unless you have lights on. You don't want to have lights on during the day. It just changes the whole feel. Anyways, 6309, 6449. This is for two people. 6029, 65, 7000, 61, 58 in May. Let's go the cheapest. I want to show you the rooms real quick here, of which what I would pick. Oh yeah, look at that. Port Canaveral, Tortola, St. Thomas, Castaway Key. All right, let's go to the rooms. Let's say confirm that. Inside is unavailable. Full veranda. That's where we're going. Okay, family veranda or ocean view? It's only a $300 difference. Well, let's see what we can get with the cheaper 300 aft. Only deck 6 and deck 10 is available. Deck 6 is Aladdin and Pocahontas. Deck 10 was Luca and what was it? Luca and Nemo? No, Encanto, right? What was deck 10? Let's see. Deck 10 was Finding Nemo and Luca. So I would want Luca, but I don't want deck 10. I do not want deck 10. That's the overhang where the room, I think, will be darker and you can't see the stars as much because the sky is covered. Forward. Okay, deck 8 is available. Yeah, I'm down with deck 8. Deck 8 would be, let's go up here. There's deck 8. Encanto and up. No, actually, no, I don't want Encanto or up. I'm down for Pocahontas. I want Pocahontas or Luca. So no, so that wouldn't work for me. So let's go back. Yep, I'm not gonna do that. So let's go to the family. I'm gonna go aft. Aft has all the buffets and the food up on the aft, by the aft area. So that's what I'll do. I'd do deck 9. It's 67. Oof. And also the other key is the right side of the ship. Why? Because your views of Castaway Key and the ports is more beautiful on this side, just so you know. Often, a lot of people know that, so a lot of times the left side of the boat, the ship is going to be more available. People will pick this side first. So yeah, there you go. Let's just pick one of these. 67.29. Yeah. Well, one day we'll go on this cruise. I haven't booked it yet. I need to save up some money to be able to do this. Anyways, thank you for joining me. I hope this has added to your enjoyment of the Disney treasure, the excitement. I'm excited. I will definitely do all I can to get on this ship. And I hope you guys get a chance to and have a wonderful time. All right. Have a great day. Bye.